All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith, escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
On 1st and 10, Smith under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Quinn. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Peterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Wait, South. Hey, Tuesday. Right. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, let's go. Gun. Wait. Gun. Hey, South. Go.
On second down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action here on 1st down. Zach Brown in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
21. Let him go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, gun. 11. Hey, Tuesday. Get out. Wait.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 52. Right.
Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On On second down, here's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. I said,
Third and long, it's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
hey, on. Liz.
They give it to Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
12. Fly.
Smith on third down. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, 15. Let's go, gun.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
11.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Gun. Hey, gun. Hey, son.
third down. Ryan flushed out right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Takk McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw to Smith, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Smith now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And off comes to Peterson. And all the way down inside the 5-4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit.
It's episode 506 or 507, I think.
That just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense.
You got to do it through. It's through cable. You got to go to Stars. I can't tell you right now. I'm busy. Just go. You can't go back to the cable.
Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now Smith looking to throw on second down. And this is going to be intercepted.
She getting on my nerves.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this game.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Smith now to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
52. Hey, back up.
Here's Smith throwing on third and long. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Gun. Left. Hey, Tuesday. Everybody sit up.
Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go. White. Everybody sit up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Ryan to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
You got 4. 20. Hey, express.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go with it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Takk McKinley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, 15.
To throw on second down. Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 77 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
gun. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Gun. Hey, wait. Hey, South.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Let's go. 15. I said.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. 15. Five. You got 15.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So out come the Falcons now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
21. There we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, express. Hey, gun. Hey, Tuesday. Get up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Smith airing one out for Crowder. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith, eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
15.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, express! Right!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. his own 6-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Montreal, you so wishy-washy. You want to call people out when everybody ain't ready. You got Rob and doggone Jamie on here, and when they call you out, you all of a sudden disappear. You about trash.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yellow. Hey, gun.
Back to throw, Smith. Where is this play going? And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Right.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Smith. Pritchard brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. 15. They snap it to Smith. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. second down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Smith. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, South. 21. Right. Let's go. Space. Gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Get up. Hey, let's go. Gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Let's go. Gun. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, let's go. Gun. Wait. Hey, wait. Let's go. Banjo.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Smith on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15, yeah.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, back up.
To the air again, Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Liz. Hey, slot. Hey, back up. 15, yeah.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Get up!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Keep on tight. Keep that tight right there. Check 24.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Outside handoff to the right side.
Get up!
If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey,
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Ryan wants to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Get up.
Now Ryan. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,
I'm ready whenever you are.
Protecting your home turf, they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Dang.